Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Bronxian Mad Mike here, and no, I'm not drunk, nor am I frying bacon. But I was watching wrestling this past week, and something finally dawned on me that I wanted to share right now before I forgot it. And here we go. It's season 3 of NXT. This is the last I'll be on TV. So on all these stupid bitches, because NXT is WrestleLicious. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Wrestling Mayhem
Show.com.
It's the best day of the week. Today is the day that you have chosen to listen to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is DJ Lunchbox, putting it the fuck down for you. Let's fucking do this. Monday night, you know it must be raw. Leaders being a whore and not wearing a bra. Seen his damn belt still spinning around his waist. I can shit better rhymes on what comes out of his face. Tuesday night and it's EC Dub. Michael Q Knoxville join the club. If you're sick of the shit, scream out boo boo. This ain't EC Dub and we can tell that too. Wednesday night, ROH on DVD. The best wrestling on the planet to the nth degree. Joe Damon's Delirious, Daniel City, Kimikaze, Homicide, the Rottweilers, and Kenta Kobashi. Thursday night, TNA on Spike. Bruce's
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's 2:38. It's an even number and no Doc Remedy in sight. I don't know what the problem is with that. But we got our usual panel back on the saddle again. I am your host, as always, Sorgatron. And with me is the wrong number there. Right there in the upper left is DJ Lunchbox joining us from the Nether Realm, apparently. How you doing, man?
I am bursting forth from the darkness, coming to praise Jamie Keys. Ooh.
So you're having...
wow. Often blonde, talented, and Jamie Keysy.
Awesome. And of course, beside him, straight out of the Bronx is Mad Mike. How you doing, man?
I'm still confused as to why you're being a ghost and haunting Jamie Keys. I don't understand this.
You will give me sweet loving.
This is the most low-key Mad Mike entrance I think we've ever had here on the show.
Sorry, I'm confused.
All right, we'll leave you to your confusion for a little bit.
I'm so confused.
But below him,
I have no idea what's going on.
we're taking up the bottom as usual, is WrestleFan straight out of Texas. How you doing, man?
I am doing great, mainly because it is Tuesday and it is time for some Wrestling Mayhem here.
Are you trying to cut a promo? What's going on there?
No, WrestleFan did the only appropriate intro. Congratulations.
You
I
win
pick
this
up the
week.
slack. Sorry, guys.
There you go. You had made up. Now, were you suffering from withdrawal not being here last week, sir?
See, I missed.
Oh, that means yes. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
I did not get to see the climbing in the windows and the snatching of the people up.
What?
Hey, they were raping everyone up here.
Up.
Oh, and by the way, Sorg, now that my confusion is alleviated, I am dashing Mad Mike.
Yes, I see Riz was pointing that out to you, and then I have some words for Riz later. But anyways,
Oh.
Well, of course, this mess you've come across is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. If you stumbled upon us, please go check out all the information about us and what we're doing over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. On Twitter, we're at Mayhem Show, and you can find all the rest of the fine products we do here at SorgatronMedia.com. I got a little bit of everything for you guys. If you have any comments or questions on the show, we'd like to read them on air. Please send them to
Good times
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. There he is. We like to start off the show with that, and we'll get to that in a second. But you can also drop a line like Mad Mike does when he has a note he wants to remember and wants to tell everybody how dashingly WrestleLicious he is. You can type that into 412-206-WMS0. Wow, something's happened at LB up there. And of course,
Oh my god.
woo! And of course, you can check out our fantastic iPhone app right there. Go look up Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold, or click that button over there at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. It's $1.99. It gives you all the quick links to everything Mayhem, including the Mayhem Gold, where we learned how to hide your wife, hide your kids, and all that jazz
And hide your
today.
husband.
And hide your husband. I haven't
Because they're
learned the
raping
words yet.
everybody out here.
And when I start a new rap group, that's going to be a cover song.
Oh
I'm
god.
telling you. So,
Wow, I didn't know we had Spider-Man Tombstone, Spider-Man villain Tombstone in the video feed. In the video feed.
looks like-
Hammerhead.
God, the
Hammerhead.
Mayhem show is so much better when you're on mushrooms.
No, I'm saying Tombstone because you're really pale too.
that's freaking me out, man. It's like MODOK or something like that.
Okay,
Nice.
Sorg one.
Reference winner.
Hey, yeah, we have an intern over there that's distracting me. Say hi, Miss Evil. He'd probably hear you.
Hi.
There, she's over there. We don't have her mic tonight, because we have to fix these things over here. But that'll be coming up, and we'll get the couch all set up. I'm not used to people being down here. I'm just used to this owl staring at me. I do want an intern back. Now there's gonna be more marital feuds on the show.
But all sorts of
You know-
Yay.
Can you guys hear her? Anyways.
Yes. Yeah, we can hear her fine.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just busy looking at DJ Lunchbox's video screen.
He's not doing. Oh, there he is. Very. Wow. Very. Okay. And that's why you should watch the video cast. Anyways, let's get right into it. We got a few fan mails for you this week.
Fan mail.
Rapple dapple.
What's
What the hell?
Raffle dabble.
all right? Fantastic. Anybody got the first one handy there? I know we have one from Pierre Calais,
I will take the Frenchman.
the Frenchman. Excellent.
Do the W. No, that's Italian.
What the shit?
I'm reading it normal. Fuck it. To the WMS Nation, I can't believe Edge is such a spaz when he chose the Raw GM to be his guest on the Cutting Edge. The GM then got mad and faced John Cena for a match. It didn't make sense. When he lost to Super Cena, the GM was asked to leave. What? I think he said that wrong. The GM was asked to leave, I think he means Edge, but goes ape and destroys it. I wonder if Mr. McMahon has to say about this. Elsewhere, at the tail end of the Orton versus Y2J match, the tanned Irishman, what? named Sheamus, tossed the Viper to the floor, causing a DQ to happen. Afterwards, he nails Jericho with a punt that sends him to the hospital. I guess that's what happens when you have a concussion. What?
What the hell?
As for the rest of the matches, I can't believe why most of them came in under 5 minutes. Were they trying to take a quick snack back to the hotel or something? Anyways, I've got to go, and please don't let Cena join the Nexus. Pierre Kelly, aka Mr. Tech would drive. Okay,
Yeah, I think
right up front, I read this email every week because this is like my Juggalo Jamie mail.
I don't think he's that bad, but still, I think maybe Mr. Tech with Drive is on the acid this week.
He nailed Jericho with a punt that sends him to the hospital. I guess that's what happens when you have a concussion.
I guess so.
All right.
I mean, what else do you say to that? When you have a concussion, I guess you go to the hospital.
Were they trying to take a quick snack back to the hotel or something? I don't get it.
Well, he's asking because of the quickness of the matches. Now we're deconstructing this fan mail.
Well, you have to remember that this Raw was taped directly after last week's Raw.
See.
Stop that. Stop that. You're not Mexican.
I speak Mexican.
You're obviously Canadian.
I thought he was Cuban.
He's like no
Canadian
WrestleFan's like the one man Rainbow Coalition.
What? Wait, what?
It's funny because he likes it in his pooper.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
Oh, maybe he's a double. Maybe he's a double Rainbow
teacher.
Coalition. So,
Wow.
Oh, it's a double rainbow
not-
coalition.
Whoa,
rainbow.
look at it.
Not a quadruple rainbow.
What?
That's bad news.
It's bad news. All right. I'll take the next one from Mr. Sean Burkhead. Good evening, WMS peeps. I think you guys should make this show the All Jericho show. Already lost that one. Was I the only one that found it funny that they cut to commercial during his promo like they did in WCW, which we brought up a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Brought that up last
I
week.
brought that up last week. Thank you. With Jericho gone for now, Raw will be a little harder to watch. The Miz is the only other good thing good about Raw last night. So, do you think Sheamus will get Orton? Will get Orton put this weekend? What?
I think he means punt.
We'll get the Orton punt this weekend. I don't know. Is he hurt? Secondly, any chance that well, what do you guys think about that? I think he's going to get a punt to the head.
Nah, because from what I read, it's to cut off Jericho or whatever. So
Okay. Secondly, any chance we hear TNA is Jericho in 10-10-10? I doubt it. No way.
A little bit.
not in
Jericho's
10-10-10.
Jericho's actually intelligent.
Not that soon. And he's had some pretty rough things to say about TNA in the press as of late.
It's
So-
not like he's getting fired.
Well, in
Time off to tour
God
with
damn it!
Sorry, we have some problems again with Mad
Mad
Mike's
Mike's gonna
headset.
get raped after the show.
Hey, there's going to be a long drive.
Yell
but
every
there you
time
go.
I get-
Hey, was you saying?
No, but I was gonna say about the thing about Jericho talking bad about TNA.
Mhm.
There have been some people that have talked bad about TNA and have still been in the company.
Yeah, they're like, yo, here's your check.
Eric Bischoff.
TNA is a great company, sir. Thank you. Where's my hood?
I would never work for TNA.
No.
Sidetracked.
How did my headphones get wrapped around? Oh, now I'm hitting random stuff. Go check out WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Got my headphones wrapped around my bottle here.
Whoa.
Wow.
But anyways, he thinks that it doesn't think Jericho could save TNA. So what are your favorite Jericho moments? I think we did that last week. Until next time. Am I reading last week's email? No, this is from 6 hours.
No, this is
No,
Okay.
he just
this
doesn't
week.
listen to
And until next time, I'm Sean and I'm out. You know, granted, it's a 2.5 hour. It's an hour and a half show. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could be missed. And, a lot of people listen to these while they're doing other things and everything. Cause I'm not going to make you dedicate an hour and a half to this. Let's be honest. Come on.
I will make you dedicate an hour and a half to this.
That's a
When
threat.
you are listening to the Wrestling Mayhem
That's a
Show,
threat.
this should be the most important thing you're doing.
Yeah, asshole.
You fucking tell
What the
them.
hell?
great.
Man, he came back with the spunk this
Fucking-
week. He came back with the spunk this week.
I'm
Whoa.
angry.
WrestleFan
Dirty.
is full of spunk.
Somebody's
The
bouncing
word,
back a little bit.
word spunk and WrestleFan should not be in the same sentence ever.
Hey, one of you guys is bouncing back. And it's LB again.
It's LB.
Oh, is it
it's
me?
LB.
Yeah, it's you.
Your
That's
box
it.
is blinking.
Your box is blinking. Your box is giving you
I
away.
Stereo button unchecked when we were playing the dance party music. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Yes.
All right, Fixie Daisy.
And moving on. I think that's all of our fan mail for this week. Is that correct, gentlemen?
I believe
It
that.
is.
So,
Fucking
Alright.
slacker piece of shit motherfuckers.
someone told me he would have a fan mail in today, and he has greatly disappointed me, and I may have to kick some.
We're looking at you.
WrestleFan, you don't even know who I'm talking to.
I don't know, but I'm yelling at people.
WrestleFan's still looking at them.
In a threatening kind of mood.
You are fantastic.
apparently is.
So, WrestleFan, how threatening is the Indie Minute for this week?
Indie Minute is very cheery this week, unlike the rest of my talk so far.
Wait, I can fix that. WrestleFan, does the Indie Minute have a concession stand this week? And can you work it?
Do you want to explain why?
11 hours.
All right, let's take an aside. Can you explain why you're so damn angry right now?
Maybe because I was serving people nachos and sodas for 11 fucking hours.
So,
Angry nachos, very angry nachos.
Angry.
WrestleFan, we
Yeah,
all serve nachos.
Yeah, I'll put Doritos for your fucking nachos, and then you can shove them up your ass. How about that?
You're so angry.
Angry.
He's so
Wrestling
tiny and
Mayhem Show
angry.
240, Angry Nachos.
Indie Minute this week.
Okay.
Ring of
Wow.
Honor news is that Homicide's first matches have been announced. For his first matches since coming back to Ring of Honor in Chicago, Illinois on October 16th. He'll be wrestling Kevin Steen, and it's sure to be a great match. And at the next ROH on HD Net tapings in Philadelphia, Homicide will be going one-on-one with the Necro Butcher in a Necro Butcher's Rules match, which is sure to be fantastic.
Who the fuck agrees to a match like
What?
that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight Necro Butcher. Oh, let's just whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Yeah, let's let
forgot
Necro
this
choose.
You forgot, this is Homicide. He's the guy that stabs people with forks in the face.
That's true.
But so
He'll
does
probably
AJ
show up-
Styles
now.
He'll probably just show up with a handgun.
Oh, you can't show that on TV.
You can on HD Net.
But yeah, October 1st, October 2nd, go to Philadelphia, get your tickets for the Ring of Honor tapings that weekend. And if you can't, definitely check them out, ROH on HD Net. Also in really big news in my opinion, October 29th, Dragon Gate USA will be hosting their first ever live internet pay-per-view. Now, normally
Nice.
their pay-per-views, they're taped, usually about a month, 2 months in advance, and then shown. However, they have partnered with Go Fight Live, and they will be showing live pay-per-views, which is definitely going to be really big for them. Their first show, like I mentioned, October 29th, called Bushido Code of the Warrior, which will be live from Fall River, Massachusetts. Main event already announced as BB Hulk defends the Open the Freedom Gate Championship against Shingo. Looks to be a great event. So definitely either order your tickets for that event in Fall River, Massachusetts, or order the pay-per-view from GoFightLive.tv. And now to move on this week, even though Cole Cabana doesn't like it, IWC had a big event this weekend. What was it called? College
Fight Fest Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Yes, sir.
Sorg obviously was in attendance, so maybe you know a little bit more than I do.
If you tell by my Twitter, I was filming the event. It is a one-camera shoot. I apologize to you DVD buyers. Although, much like last time I did Clearfield for Clearfield Cataclysm 3, have I mentioned lately how much I love that name? The commentary is pretty damn good. Jimmy DeMarco on the first match or so. Rhett Titus during the women's match. Hilarious. And for some inexplicable reason, did you know that Rhett Titus knows his entire entrance theme and can sing it a cappella while entering the ring?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty damn tremendous.
That's what I call dedication.
That's dedication to the craft right there. It was pretty cool. Tito Santana was there. I might have used his locker room to go take a pee.
We're sorry, Tito.
Sorry, Tito. Hey, you know. No, they said, hey, go back
Sorry
there. There's
for the clap.
I don't understand California University. There's like their locker rooms were a mess. It was like you had a locker room that was like the size of this corner of the studio and a couple of bathrooms. They're like, oh yeah, go back there. You can go find a bathroom. So I'm going. The stall is occupied. It's Tito Santana beside me while I'm peeing. So, you know, it was like, oh, hey, sorry. I didn't know if it was supposed to be private. The door was open. So, but nobody marked anything.
Sorg, did he scream Ariba when he peed?
I don't think he screamed Ariba once.
He wasn't masturbating. He was pooping.
Wow.
I can't speak for Tito, but I mean, it's very fulfilling to scream Ariba when, you know, during the sweet agony that the French call it.
I don't know if Tito Santana will feel comfortable.
Arriba!
I'm not going to say that I smelled what the Tito was cooking, but I'm going to move on. And also a great point of that is Dombrowski. I road tripped.
God damn it!
I road tripped up with Dombrowski, Joe Dombrowski, and he insisted that if they did not have Girls in Cars from the Pile Driver album for his entrance theme, that he would riot. And when you get the DVD, you will be able to hear slightly underneath that theme song as Tito enters and exits the ring, Dombrowski singing fairly much in key Girls in Cars along with the music. So there's a lot to look forward there. I think for a one camera shoot, it turned out pretty well. Only one goof up there. But we can blame Nikki Valentino. But other than that, no, it was a great show. Not very well attended. Apparently, Cal U sucks. Yeah. I mean, there was I saw
like
what's that?
Cal U is like grade 13 for all of Greene County.
No, you're from that neighborhood. You're
Like-
from like right down the road from Cal U, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about California University. Can you attribute to the poor attendance I saw this weekend? Now, it sounds like it wasn't properly promoted on campus because I think the Cal U hockey teams put on the event. It was a charity event, so it sounds like it was on them to promote it.
Let me ask you this: were they serving beer?
No.
Then that's why.
So that's okay. There you go. There you go.
All wrestling events need beer.
No, all events at Cal U need beer if they want to be attended whatsoever. Basically, Cal U is what we didn't get into. What? I didn't apply for college. Cal U it is.
Okay. All right.
I even think there was beer at the Chikara event that we went to back in Cleveland.
No,
But it wasn't
not
Cal
there.
U now, was it?
No, it's not the point of wrestling events and beer. I don't think there's even beer at the arena for those events for Ring of Honor, Chikara, etc.
Wrestling fans plus beer equals
IWC would have had great attendance if they would have been handing out Natty Light.
Yeah, it's because it was Cal U. This is how bad California University is. I asked Josh that was down there. He actually goes to Cal U. I wasn't aware of that. I don't know, I just look at his Facebook and I would have known. But I was like, hey, is there a bite to eat, for after this? And he's like, no, well, there's so-and-so, and he named some place I never heard of, right? I'm like, is there like a McDonald's or something in this town? They don't even have a McDonald's. There wasn't even a McDonald's for miles around, from what I understand. Like, I had to wait till I got...
I don't even think they have a Papa John's anymore.
Really? It's like everything, he said that the place closes down during the summer, because all the students have gone home. I was reading comments that what they call Cal U a suitcase college, that everybody leaves on Friday night and comes back Sunday afternoon. So a Saturday night event would have been, pretty much doomed, I have
a question.
Yes.
Why is there a place called California University in the middle of Pittsburgh?
It's California, PA. And it's not in the middle of Pittsburgh.
Well,
it's about an hour away.
Why would you name your university after another state?
Wait. Who's
playing
It's not
Bubble
me.
Bobble?
WrestleFan?
It's actually not me this time.
WrestleFan.
What does that mean? Sorry.
WrestleFan, your box is blinking. You have been given away.
I've been ousted.
You've been ousted. No, there's a California University. It's just like I have no other examples of this.
There's like a Pittsburgh in Ohio, and there's a Georgia. There's lots of different towns named Georgia.
They don't name colleges after that. That's like me saying I go to Manhattan College, but I live in Iowa.
Yeah, but what part of this conversation has led you to believe that anything in Cal U happens with logic?
Okay. All right, that's a fair.
Like I said, it's the crap grade 13 for Greene County. It's a fucking shithole. And if you want to fucking dispute me, you come on the Wrestling Mayhem show and defend your college. But until then, you are a pussy-ass bitch who goes to college in a shithole in the middle of fucking nowhere. So take your Cal U and shove it up your wrinkly little asshole.
No. Me and Lunchbox have joint anger.
Kind of to throw you out, Riz, IUP. IUP is Indiana University of PA. So
God damn,
IUP's all right.
Pennsylvania's
I've
a
been there a
confusing
couple times.
state.
Yes, it is. And damn it, we're a Commonwealth. So.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
But anyways, back to the show. Other than that, it was a great show. I thought it was a really fun show myself. But it was pretty good. Red Titus, Jimmy DeMarco was fantastic.
I heard the tag team match was amazing.
The tag team match was really good. It was Los Dagos that may or may not have been the Gambino brothers.
Kayfabe.
What kayfabe? That's the question.
Hey, no, that may.
They
or
are
may
Los
not.
Dagos, and they are from Mexico. I would know.
WrestleFan, it may or may not have been the Gambinos.
Yes, I'm not deciding. I'm impartial. It's one way or another, and it may or may not have been the Gambinos. You had
Los Dagos.
Los Dagos.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
That's all right. I got
Remember,
it.
Los Dagos are not the Gambino brothers. I don't think it was the Gambinos.
In fact, I heard reports that Mickey Gambino was spotted around Pittsburgh the night
Really?
of the show. So it couldn't be the Gambinos.
There you go, because they always come as a package deal. So there you go. But no, they were paired up with Flippin' Ain't Easy, Gory and Facade, Cheech and Cloudy from Ring of Honor. What the shit?
I think he was...
And Nikki Valentino, Gregory
I
Iron.
was singing.
That was
Flippin'
saying
ain't easy. Flippin' ain't easy. Flippin' ain't. Please don't shoot us, Ice-T.
No. Shima Zion got shoved into a basketball hoop.
Huh?
What?
Yes, he did. There were the stands, and they had the basketball hoops, tilted up, but it was still like that far from the stands, and Bolin tossed him in the basketball hoop.
So
That is awesome.
Bolin dunked him?
Yeah, he dunked him. Apparently,
How was his porn star? Was she nice?
No, actually, she didn't. she didn't make it. So, in replacing that, Shima recruited Mia Yim from the women's tag team match.
Nice.
Also, Jamila Kraft, really nice person.
Does she have to do porn now to make the ad make sense?
I don't know. I know they were trying to get that off the site. I don't know what happened with that.
I could just see somebody yelling in Kalyu, "We wanted a porn star! Take your clothes off!"
Well, I tell you what, Mia Yim, if she has never done porn, she's pretty close to a porn star. So I think they filled in pretty nicely.
However, she did wrestle a famous female wrestler that has done porn.
Sorg, how dare you? She was a nice lady.
Oh yeah, sure she is. I'm just saying. But wait, let's go back. What the hell were you talking about, WrestleFan?
You know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
My favorite of all the females in wrestling that have done porn.
Why are you dancing around the topic?
Technically, Mickey James has not done porn.
Yes, she does. Well, she's done.
Oh, that was
Not good.
What she did was porn.
She's done magazines. She's done porn.
Okay.
It was a fetish magazine.
See, that's what I was going for. Fetish magazine isn't necessarily porn.
Don't know
the hell
about
it's
that.
not.
Hold on, can we get a ruling? Can we get a ruling from the intern?
Don't dispute that with my mother.
But you know what? The porn that she did have her snatch and the guy's, whole package flopping around. So that, I'm sorry, that was porn.
It's
All
porn.
right. It was porn for people who love roast beef, I guess.
Wait, what did Missy say?
It's porn.
She said it's porn. She says it's porn.
Clip that.
There you go. There's Mia Yim for those interested in what's going on there.
Interested.
She was a temporary member of the Minoura team with Shima Zion, his words. So there you go. But
tiny little picture.
I'm sorry, I thought it was bigger than that.
That's what she
there
said.
You go. I knew that was coming. There you go. But that gives you an idea. Anyways, I don't know. That's all I got for that. It was a really good show. So I would say, because it's one camera shoot, pick it up when they're doing the twofers on IWCWrestling.com. So. And I know that DVD is not available yet because it's still in my camera bag. But anyways, moving on. What else is going on in the indie world? Anything? Do we have anything
Currently,
else?
I
Are we done
believe
with
that
this
is
segment?
all the indie news.
That is all. Fuck
for
the rest
this
of it.
week in wrestling.
Fuck the rest of it. We're moving on. Ladies and gentlemen.
There is. There's one last quick thing. Comcast is picking up HDNet, so it's going to be distributed to much larger markets.
Fantastic. I know I've been enjoying it here on the Verizon Fios. And it's really good. If you like MMA, on top of the Ring of Honor wrestling, I mean, it's fantastic. Just sit down on a Friday night and whatever. They'll have K1. They'll have Pride. No, Pride's on Showtime. Or wait, no, Pride's not around anymore, is it?
Pride folded.
Done.
Pride folded. Who's on Elite
years
XC?
ago.
Elite XC, is that who's on Showtime?
Sure.
No,
Sure,
yeah.
could be.
Something like that.
it's
But
another one.
King of the Cage is on there.
Strike Force.
Strike Force is on Showtime and CBS. That's right. But no, you're really cool. Speaking of Tito Santana, there you go.
Oh yeah, Arriba!
We don't even know what you're doing there with that crazy blur, sir.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
WrestleFan looks so serious.
I'm following Twitter because there is a contest going on right now.
There's a contest. What kind of contest?
Apparently, the next. Well, I shouldn't say this because you guys will probably follow on it too.
Tell all of our
Jesus
fans
Christ,
about this
The
contest.
next person to retweet the next post by Chikara Pro gets free merch.
Ooh, in.
Damn it! Sorg, I need merch.
Please, WrestleFan, go buy merch. You don't have like
The Wrestling Mayhem shows.
There you go.
things you actually
All
have
right.
to-
We're going to take a break. You're going to get a little bit of preview of what's coming up on Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold this week.
It's old.
And we're going to go try to steal this Chikara merch right from under WrestleFans' nose. See you
You
guys.
will not.
Wrestler Mayhem Show 238.
I have the new Twitter. I'm more advanced.
I've never made a graphic for him,
What?
so
Whack inflatable arm flailing tube man. Whack inflatable arm flailing tube man. Whack inflatable arm flailing tube man.
no.
I don't think I've
Damn it,
mentioned
WrestleFan! Your job is to convert all those little kiddies at your school into fans of this show. Dude, Sorgatron Media has the new Twitter.
I'm so excited for your balls to drop.
This is the IWC World Heavyweight Champion, international superstar, Mexican celebrity, and Filipino supermodel, Shima Casanova Xylan. And you're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
You're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
This is awesome.
Online at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. If you want to know what the fuck that is and see more of it, you need to look at the gold. And there's probably going to be something in the preview. It's post-edited. I don't know. Stop it, man, Mike. Keep it for the gold. Keep it for the gold, man. Keep it. The camera's up here. There's nobody over here. The camera's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Mayhem Show. We are back. Oh my God, 238. And if you want to keep this mayhem going, please support the show. We have great sponsors. Affiliates, more like, that support us by you supporting them, that supports us and them. And one of them, we've been talking about Backblaze a lot the last few weeks, but we want to roll it back and remind you of our other, affiliate, Audible.com. You can go over audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. One free audiobook is yours to keep. Cancel anytime. You got 14 days to decide and try out all the features, no risk to you. And that book's yours, regardless of how that goes. They got a sweet Android app, a sweet, iPhone app for you to organize and all those things on your phone. There's achievements and badges and stuff too. They're always a good time. Now I know DJ Lunchbox, you said you just got some reading done. So tell us what the people should be checking out, maybe as their option for Audible.com.
I did. I just picked up a new book with Audible.com. It is by James May, who I've plugged before. He is a man of many talents, hosting Top Gear being one of them, and writing being another. Being given another pointless manual that told him 50 ways to tie a bow tie in under 30 seconds made James May certain there was a need for another kind of book. This book, in fact. He reckons there are 9, that's right, 9 vital things that a chap should be able to do. Not stuff you can download from the internet, but I mean really important things. You never know when you might need to land an A330 Airbus or deliver twins. And there may well be a moment when being able to play a bit of classical music on the piano is absolutely crucial to your success with women. So read, learn, and be prepared. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It is called How to Land an A330 Airbus and Other Skills for the Modern Man by James May. It's an excellent, excellent read. I highly, highly encourage it. It's relatively short, clocking in just 2 hours, 47 minutes, which is short for, all the other books on Audible, but relatively long if you're in the world of podcasting, as you people listening clearly are. So go and pick it up. James May's How to Land an A330 Airbus. Go on over to audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media and get your free audiobook today.
Daft Bugger Captain shut down remaining good engine.
Oh,
Or,
say again in
I
accent.
forgot, admits pilot in Wheels Up Runway Inferno tragedy. This sort of revelation is reserved for the turgid accident reports in the backs of magazines such as Flight International, and only other pilots read that rubbish. So, you're not going to come out of this one badly. If you do manage to land the aeroplane successfully, or even only half successfully, you will probably be commemorated in stone on that spare plinth in Trafalgar Square, and will save all the money that had otherwise been earmarked for beer over the rest of your life. Even if you fly it at 300 knots into the local hospital, the press will still feel obliged to point out how you at least had a go, and stayed at your post to the bitter end.
Well, there you go. It's British. It's wonderful. It could be free and yours. audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Go check that out. And you support the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Sorgatronmedia.com. So there you go. Thank you, LB, for that pick.
Hey, you got it.
What are you, a Matt Hardy video now? Anyways, let's get right into the news, the roundtable. What's going on out there in the world of wrestling in general? Who posted this one? Hulk Hogan health update.
Me.
Him.
Fantastic. Tell us what's going on, LB.
He had he's fucked up. Hulk Hogan's all fucked up. We know this. But he had electrical spine stimulator implanted into his body, and this is very much a last ditch effort to make an attempt to fix his back problems. If this doesn't work, it's wheelchair Hogan probably for the rest of his days. So,
is it wrong that he named that spine supporter Brooke?
Whoa.
What? He did?
Did he really?
No. I was joking, but the very fact that we all thought it was possible means that there's something seriously wrong with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Brother.
Also apparently in that news story, Jeremy Borash was attacked by bedbugs.
What?
Yeah, he was.
So he's been in New York recently.
His face got all bit up by bedbugs and shit.
Oh, wow.
Poor JB.
That's a problem. Mad Mike, are we going to have a problem with bedbugs when we come to visit?
No. Just the normal rats and roaches.
Oh, okay. And I've seen the size of rats. Where did the WrestleFan go again?
God damn it, WrestleFan.
WrestleFan
You get your ADHD ass back here.
WrestleFan heard the intern was making pie, so he went to go see if there was
Ran
anything
away. This is in the middle of the show.
WrestleFan,
That's completely
you get the
unprofessional.
fuck-
What are
you
you learning in your
fucking
AV
little
class, sir?
Shit back. You get your ass back here. I will fucking set all your action figures on fire, and then I'll laugh while you weep. Fucking get your ass back here, little boy.
Oh,
Hi.
By the way, Hulk Hogan is booked for Bound for Glory in 2 weeks. I just want to keep reminding that.
Yes.
I'm
Juggalo John,
sure he's gonna
Juggalo John in the chat says, "Here's an
I'll
idea
tell
to
you
help his
what, brother,
back."
I got someone else along, and he's gonna do my wrestling for me.
His name is Chris Jericho, brother.
Juggalo John says, "Here's an idea to help his back. Stay out of the ring forever." Oh, Brutus Beefcake, the Riz says. Because that's what I need is Brutus Beefcake and his nipple rings to save the day.
Maybe Horace.
Ed Leslie. That's a hard thing to chant.
How about Disciple? Anyways.
Zodiac. Zodiac.
Booty man. That wasn't used never the wall. Booty man. Booty man. Anyways.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know who the wall was. I don't care.
Alex Wright.
I just felt like chanting
Alex
the wall.
Wright was Berlin.
Oh, then who was the wall? It was the guy with Berlin. Okay.
It was the wall.
It's the wall.
That's
Look out, brother! It's the wall.
Tara was injured over the weekend at some house shows.
Oh man, she's got something living in her arm now.
What the shit? I haven't seen this picture yet.
Oh, it's so gross.
Is it?
It basically looks like someone put a golf ball underneath her flesh on her elbow and took a picture.
Hold on, let me see
it's
it.
horrifying.
Let me see if I can bring it up here,
basically, it
guys.
looks like one of her tits on her elbow.
Some guys give me a... What is... why is WrestleFan... What's going on here, WrestleFan? Some guys... Hold on, some guys here?
Oh. He said, "Sorry guys, give me a sec."
Oh, whatever.
Apparently WrestleFan is being scolded by his mother, and
WrestleFan has to go Ariba.
Oh, please. No, Tito Santana's too nice of a guy for that to be the new word.
Arriba!
Wow. All right. Anyways,
That's right. That just happened. It did.
Orale.
All right. Here's an image from her twit pic of what the hell? Holy crap! It does look like a soft ball in her arm.
It's so gross.
God, I don't want to see this thing.
It's so terrible.
Oh,
it's so messed
fuck.
up. Wait. There's more pictures. There's
No, that's quite enough.
Yeah, there's some more angles. Now, what did they say this is? They said it's a burst bursa sack prior to the house show. Did a spider lay eggs in her arm, or
maybe it was poison?
Yeah, I know.
Was it bed bugs?
Horrifying. It was bed bugs. Jeremy Borash gave her the bed bugs.
Oh,
and
I missed
now
the day
she's
when
got a
TNA
big
knockout.
terror.
I missed the day when TNA knockouts just popped implants, not bursa sacks.
That's messed up. That is messed up. Well, okay, I guess she's going to be out. It's only a couple weeks, right? So Bursa Sack Twitter page, house show event. Okay, it doesn't really say. So yeah, she wasn't able to make the Jersey events there, according to ProWrestling.net. And in other things other bubbles that burst, legendary box office numbers are in. So okay, this is the thing I don't understand. I wanted to bring this up last week.
Damn it!
I want to get a good box office draw, but I don't know how. I'm amazed nobody else did, right? I want to go straight to DVD, but I know how to do that. Yeah, they're going to be at Walmart. What, this week? Today? Is it?
Sorg, first of all, WWE lied.
They lied?
I went to Best Buy today to get this DVD.
Yes.
And Legendary was sold there.
Okay, but it would say at Walmart on the ad, so I was wondering if there was some sort of offer through them.
There might be like a special... I think I heard that there was a special John Cena DVD that comes with it.
Okay, yeah. They've been famous for doing that on the Kmarts and the Walmarts. So that makes sense. But okay, it only drew, let's see, it hit theaters September 10th, only earned $191,000. Of course, the big news is it will be at Walmart and Best Buy apparently on DVD this coming Tuesday. Yeah, you know what? I think they just didn't tell people it was coming to DVD. I think they had a limited release on this film. Already had this plan in motion because I think people are reading this. Yeah, Netflix. It'll probably be on streaming next week at this rate. I think people
they read too much into it.
Yeah. People are like, "Oh, it did so bad, they're putting it on DVD already." No, you don't get distribution of DVD in 2 weeks because you decided to. Okay, you this is pre-planned. Okay,
Yeah,
they had a limited release.
DVDs had to already have been made.
Yeah, exactly. For them to do something like this, even by Walmart standards, you know. But yeah, they had a limited theatrical release to get whatever money they could out of that. They'll do fine in the DVD sales because every 16-year-old with a John Cena crush, including WrestleFan, will probably pick it up.
Not to mention that not a lot of people could have gone out to see this movie. like, I mean, I live in one of the biggest cities in America, New York City, right?
Yeah. No,
It was
the
in
other biggest city.
It was in one theater.
One theater.
One.
In all of Manhattan and the Bronx.
All of Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, one theater.
And that's Wrestling Town. That's the Wrestling Town when it comes to WWE.
Because I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I honestly wanted to see it, but the weekend it was out, I happened to be busy, so I couldn't see it.
Now, was it like some oddball, was it like the movie house that shows independent films for the most part? Like is this the place where I would have found Daywatch when it came out?
Probably. I mean, it was at Clearview Cinema, which is not one of the bigger of the bigger affiliates.
It's not the place you'll go to see Avatar.
Yeah, it's not AMC or Lowe's or anything like that. It's it was a smaller theater.
I think this is again a little bit by plan. I think everybody's like this is a big blow to WWE films in their ventures there. No, they're branching out. They're trying different things, different films. Whether it be they didn't expect this to be such a big draw, but it's something to expand their portfolio as far as WWE films goes, because we've seen action and horror flicks so far. I understand there's a comedy coming down the pike. They're trying to expand their
Knucklehead starring.
There is a
Big Show.
comedy, Sorg. Take a look.
Oh, what's this? Oh, you got a poster for it. Let me make that bigger. Where did you get that from?
I'm full of magic, Sorg.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this up now.
Actually, they also posted it on WWE.com.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I got some of them from the Comic-Con booth, and I got one in my Chris Jericho DVD today.
Fantastic. Is that coming straight to video, you think?
No, that's coming out to theaters.
Okay, and we never know. This could be another limited run thing for all we know.
I don't think so. It actually has some better names in it.
Who's in this one?
And Big Show's in it, and he actually, in the new WWE magazine that's coming out relatively soon, he does a whole interview about it.
Did you just walk away? Now he's walking away while he's talking to us.
Sorg,
what is all that behind your desk?
Sorg, I am getting content for the show. God damn it.
I don't understand a thing that's happening.
I didn't know we'd be talking about this, otherwise I would have had prepared.
There's actually an official trailer up.
Yes.
This actually surprises me a little bit. So,
Walt, what is this?
Hold on, we got a little bit here.
Wow.
This is Walter Crunk.
Wow.
What the
This
hell?
is Eddie Sullivan.
If you're looking to be a three-time champion in any form of fighting, get up your gun!
Eddie wants to turn Walter into a fighter. Good luck, Eddie.
It looks like Kingpin with the Big Show.
I'm a fighter.
Oh, there you go, right there. This is going to be an indie film. That same old golden film thing there.
I mean, he seems
Dude,
like a nice
like
guy.
legendary. What we got here?
I will take you on the road. You will be a ruthless killer.
Big Show's big movie from a magazine.
That's a mean face.
He is a 35-year-old.
So
Wow.
I don't know. It could still not be that big of a release. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's coming out October 22nd.
October 22nd, and we haven't seen a blitz on this yet. Or you're probably waiting for Legendary to get out of the way, huh?
Well, yeah, they wanted Legendary DVD to get
Well,
out there. But yeah,
They're probably promoting these the same way they promote their pay-per-views. 2 weeks in advance.
2 weeks in advance. Yeah, exactly. I mean, really, after Legendary, for as little as that's done business-wise, and what do we have from that?
And I'm going to see this because Big Show fights a bear.
There you go. Now he's in league with Tracy Smothers. Jeez.
Oh, Tracy Smothers.
That's an amazing place to be.
I don't know what's happening in our chat room right now. Anyway, let's move on. Chris Jericho releases the cover shot for his next book. The book's called Undisputed. And here, I'll pull it up here real quick. I didn't read the first book yet. It's not an audiobook form, so I had a little problem getting into it.
Do you have it, Sorg?
No, I don't have it. I do not have it, sir.
Okay, well, you shall have it in a couple of weeks.
I will?
You can have it to borrow.
Fantastic. There is Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is undisputed right there. That's red for you guys that aren't getting it in black and white like most of you are. So pretty cool there. And I guess this is one of the reasons he's leaving, to do his book tours. Yay.
Yeah.
Exciting
Well,
book
actually,
tours.
I think his book isn't coming out until February.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, because
He's got a
I
bunch
think-
of concert dates before that.
Yeah, it does say book is scheduled for release February 16th, 2011. So, you're right on that one.
Look
From
at
the-
that. I know my
He's
shit.
a New York Times best-selling author. Didn't know
He
that.
talks about that in the documentary for the new DVD.
Really? So he's in league with... How many of the wrestlers are best-selling authors at this point? We know Mick Foley is. I think The Rock's was up there. Of course, goes for it and
All
whatnot.
the ones that came out were on the bestseller list.
All of the ones?
Even the Hardy Boys, even Lita's, China's.
The Hardy Boys is such a bad book. I'm sorry. It's a 250-page interview. It's bad.
God damn it.
Hey, we're the Hardy Boys. We get drunk and do drugs and...
No, that's if they did a book
technically,
now.
They don't get drunk. They do drugs and eat Wendy's.
Blimpies? Is that code name for their fans?
Her fan is Mark.
Hardy likes a fatty and he doesn't smoke weed.
Okay.
That is only half true.
Wow. In other news, Mick Foley had a big announcement. Of course, well, the big shocker last night was Mick Foley's book getting mentioned in the middle of Raw.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And a book called Countdown to Lockdown.
The lockdown. The much like the TNA pay-per-view. So
that's what it is, Sorg. Because Lockdown was his first match back.
Okay, I see. So it's that time in between, and they did mention that it's even discussing his time as an announcer with WWE, which I can't imagine much good coming from that specific chapter. Because I remember he's had some pretty disparaging remarks regarding that.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's still a good move from WWE because, if they would have done it with maybe Kurt Angle or Hulk Hogan, I think it would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
But Mick Foley has been very committed to the company for a long time.
Yeah, Foley did not leave on a bad light.
Right.
He left. He left to just in general he wasn't happy with it, and I think his contract was up anyway, so he just let it go. Much like when Chris Jericho left the first time. So it was really cool to see that that they gave some props to him, even though he is in the competing company. But the other big announcement posted on his Twitter page was that a movie will be made on his life story. Now we've heard about this in the past. I don't know if we mentioned it on the show because it's basically in the rumor mill. But it is going to be his life story. It's being put out by Union Square Media. Probably be another straight to DVD release at that point. Yeah. Who is going to play Mick Foley?
That'd be a straight DVD I'd probably pick up.
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
Yeah, me too.
Have you guys seen the Sting biography?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't if you haven't.
It's depressing.
Depressing, poorly acted, and just rough, dude. It's just rough. It feels like somebody's film school project. Not to knock film school, but still. while we're talking about Cal U,
we knock film school.
We just give a big middle finger to higher education here. Even though
suck it
higher education. There is a disclaimer. 2 of us went to film school, and another one went to Manhattan College. And then there's WrestleFan, who lives in Texas, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
It's funny because it's true.
There you go. But yeah, who do you think's going to play Mick Foley in the younger years? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Some indie actor.
Who did I say would do it?
Jesse Eisenberg, Michael Cera? Because he was an awkward skinny kid.
Who's the crazy guy who has a documentary out?
The crazy guy. Are you talking about Man in the Moon?
Maybe
with Jim Carrey. So Jim Carrey.
Maybe Jim Carrey.
Maybe Jim Carrey as Mick Foley.
Yeah, Jim Carrey would make a perfect Mick Foley. WrestleFan, are you stoned?
I have no idea.
You're talking from your throat again.
I know it's very
You're gargling a little bit.
very raspy.
What is going on with you right now? All right. In some sad news, George Giant Gonzalez is dead at age 44. I thought we talked about him more recently. Was he sick? Was that the story we talked about before? Okay. He's died due to various health complications. His Wikipedia notes that he died on Wednesday, so that's a good source. He's been confined to his home in Colorado in recent years. I mean, that's a guy that guy was about 7 feet tall or so. I mean, you kind of imagine that he was going to have these problems at this point.
He was huge. I heard he was actually the biggest.
Really?
No, he was slightly under the biggest. Giant Silva was taller than him.
There you go.
Giant Silva.
Oh, and Riz.
Gigante.
And Riz says, I think the person we were thinking of was Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis.
Actually, that would probably work for him then. Yeah, definitely. And in other news, to piss off Mad Mike probably, Jay Lethal regains the X Division Championship. Yeah, it's because he lost that at another house show against Amazing Red. Now, we haven't seen too much of this for a while. I harken back to the days when Bret Hart lost the Intercontinental belt to the Mountie, which set up the Mountie and Roddy Piper for said belt, I think, at the Royal Rumble. Yes.
I actually talked to someone from work about this because I was very upset and irate at. Basically, they did this in order to simply get more people to come to the Rawway show.
Okay.
Because that is apparently Jay Lethal country.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course Amazing Red won the belt in NYC, and he's from Brooklyn, New York, so
it makes sense, but it makes sense. It's just like you had a Bret Hart appreciation at MSG Saturday night, which he's not from New York City.
I'm like,
so actually that makes less sense. But still, no, I understand that.
Well, he did win a championship in MSG.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, well, again, back in the day when he was around, even though they were national, a lot of stuff was in New York. New York City MSG was still, the prime home of WWF at the time, with him coming through. So I still understand a homecoming and celebration of Bret Hart there. Although I'm not sure about the timing. I mean, we can get in that a little bit. But no, this is something they used to do all the times. Tag belts have been swapped at house shows, probably with the same motivations, to be honest. It doesn't happen too often. We've seen this happen. I think there's the story that the Rockers picked up the tag belts and dropped them the next night at a house show, but the Vince McMahon rule that didn't happen on TV and everything like that. But it's nice to see TNA acknowledging stuff like this. It'll be in the record books, and I think it's cool that they do something like this every once in a while. Obviously, when it's in their country, the home country of the guys wrestling, country. Yeah, New Jersey's a different country.
New Jersey is a different country.
Yes, it is. Have you been there? we have. It's a different story.
There's a distinctive smell.
But anyways, it's it's cool that they do that. In other news, a new picture of Lita for Rebel Inc. Let me pull this up here for you guys. Check that shit out.
Wow,
that's zombie hot right there. What's that?
She's a zombie whore.
No, isn't it?
I was about to say, remember when we all, well, I didn't, but remember when we all called her a whore every episode?
Well, Lita was a.
She's a zombie whore.
Dude, WrestleFan, we still do it. It's in the intro.
It is in the intro. I don't think I cut that part out.
Lita's being a whore and not wearing a bra. I mean, come on. And it doesn't look like she's wearing a bra there either, so nice to see things haven't changed.
How can you tell?
That's alright.
Sorg, these glasses don't just frame my face well.
Well, what else do they do?
Yeah, I'm still confused about that. In other diva news, Jillian Hall, you won't see on TV singing anymore.
Yay!
Instead, she's going to be in FCW training the finest women coming up for NXT.
Yeah, because she should definitely be training
Well,
the girls.
no, just because of her, her gimmick and everything doesn't mean that she's, not a fantastic person to teach people. I mean, look at Dean Malenko. Look at well, that's not an example as far as that goes, but still.
I'm gonna say, don't compare her to Dean Malenko.
But a lot of those people that didn't really find a place on TV are good trainers, and that's probably something they found with her. Even though
you know what?
she never found her spot.
You know what? Jillian was given a gimmick that was a piece of shit shot at Brooke Hogan, and she made it fucking work for her for almost
a good
half
time.
a decade.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point where, it was annoying as hell and everything, but she had a spot for that gimmick to come up.
And it's supposed to be annoying as hell. That's the idea.
She was a good filler. She was a good, not really jobber, but she'll never, she was one of the people in the women's division that would never win the title. But
Look out, there's a ghost behind you. There's a ghost behind you. There's a ghost behind WrestleFan.
WrestleFan, she is a former Divas champion.
She is. I believe it was for 30 seconds. Yes.
WrestleFan, she is a former Divas champion.
That is a good point.
Thank you.
Whatever, so am I.
That is also a good point.
You ever wonder? Do you ever wonder what happened to Alundra Blaze? Right here, all right?
Wait.
I don't know how to
I think you got your dates wrong, sir.
So you dropped the championship in the trash on Nitro?
I was high on mushrooms at the time.
That belt needs to be dropped in the trash.
Oh, man.
Well,
anyway,
whatever, they retired it. They didn't come asking my opinion is what I thought when they fucking retired the thing. Alundra Blaze needs props, my friend.
Wow.
Okay. Anyways, our little bit of MMA news. Bobby Lashley says he's open to facing fellow former WWE wrestler Dave Batista.
Yeah, because that will be a great fight.
But he feels it's what's that?
Lashley's open to facing him because he knows he'll beat the shit out of Batista.
Yeah. We'll have this interview from over at our good friend James Gutman over at World Wrestling Insanity. From our early days here on Wrestling Mayhem.
Woo, James Gutman.
Yeah, actually, I think the quote on the site is from him about our fine broadcast. He says it's unlikely due to Batista's asking price. And there's a lot of commentary in here that, let's see, I'm completely open fighting him, friends or not, when you get in the cage and start throwing punches. Basically, I'll punch you in the face, Dave Batista, and you haven't been training as hard and long as I have. What does Batista have? I mean, Bobby Lashley's, a collegiate champion wrestler, much in the vein of Brock Lesnar. I don't think, Batista has a chance there.
Yeah.
You know what Batista has that Bobby Lashley doesn't? Belly button tattoo.
That's true. That could be the advantage.
And his own spotlight.
And a gay leather jacket.
We all have a gay leather jacket, WrestleFan.
I do not have a gay leather jacket.
All right.
Not yet. It's because you're still in high school.
Yeah, we got to work on that, maybe. In news,
Sorg, where's your gay leather jacket?
On the other chair. Some more news to make a angry WrestleFan. Friday's Mickey James versus Amazing Kong match canceled in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Boo.
Lies.
All right, what's the scoop?
It's back on.
It's back on.
We
have outdated news.
Updated news. Breaking news.
The internet lies.
No, it was off. But now it's back.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the end of that.
I have
good
people
news.
who know people.
This is the one that you talk about all the time, right?
Yes, this is the one that I very much wanted to go to.
Do they have their events on DVD?
Yes.
So these are events that we can pick up and check out ourselves.
Yes,
Excellent.
definitely. I think you can only buy it through their site, which is northeastwrestling.com.
All right.
But they have a lot of really good events.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you can also get their stuff. I think I've seen them before on Smart Mark Video.
Mm-hmm. All right, and okay. Let me look up a little bit here. We've actually had them on before, so those are my quick links. Who had this next one? Somebody put in the rundown here of about Bruno Sammartino.
I think that was me, actually.
That was you.
But I don't remember the story. Let me bring it up here.
From the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. We got two local papers were represented in our shows tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Pittsburgh for the win.
Fantastic. Is this about Italy days? We talked about the Steel City Con locally here. It's got a fantastic lineup. Of course, it's a comic and toy collectible show that they've just turned into the Steel City Con. Bruno Sammartino is going to be there, as well as Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
Woo!
Here in Pittsburgh. I think that might be one to attend. So
Big Apple Con is this weekend that also has some fun wrestlers lined up.
I haven't seen a lineup for the New York City Comic Con. As far as wrestlers or anything, there's a lot of media there, and I know we met a lot of TNA guys last year, so maybe that's just an unannounced thing that's not on the list yet. But we'll keep an eye out there, see if we can talk to anybody. So of course Mike Kingston that we had on the show previously, even though we fucked up his interview, was where we met him, was the Comic Con in New York City last year. And it was actually he came up in conversation recently. Colt Cabana's interview with Christopher Daniels. They talked about that about the Headlock comic book and everything. Good stuff. Go check it out. I've only read the first 3 issues. I really need to catch up. That's one I need to go back to.
Nice.
But definitely go check that out. Really good stuff. Friends of the show mentioned in the book because he does a little write up at the end about independent wrestling. So you got something, Mad Mike?
Yeah, the people appearing at Big Apple Comic Con this weekend, which I might be going. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Tori Wilson, Kevin Nash, Sonny, X-Pac, The $1 Million Man, and Virgil, of course.
Of course, Virgil.
He's everywhere.
He really is. Greg the Hammer Valentine, the franchise Shane Douglas, Mikey Whipwreck, and Joel Gertner.
Wow.
Interesting.
If I go, my sole goal is to get Kevin Nash to sign my Ninja Turtles 2 DVD.
Yeah, you should ask Kevin Nash what his thoughts are on TNA.
Oh man,
and put it for the hotline. That'd be something.
You know what? If I wasn't worried about it, I'd send you up my Vanilla Ice signed Ninja Turtles 2 VHS from a few years back to get it on there. Man.
Well, he might go to New York Comic Con. I don't know.
If he is, I'm bringing it. Damn it.
Oh, actually, you know what? He probably isn't
because of the contract situation.
Well, no, because they have their pay-per-view that weekend.
Oh, so we're not going to see any TNA guys. Oh, and they're in Daytona Beach. Yeah, no way we're seeing those guys there. We'll probably see some other independent guys, to be honest. Because if they go through... Because it was a Turnbuckle Entertainment that was there last time. I think they do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So they might be just bring in some other independent. Maybe Ring of Honor will be represented for all we know. So that'd be kind of cool. Maybe they'll bring in Necro Butcher as Star of the Wrestler. Or something like that,
Where's your Emmy?
Awesome. Yeah, I saw there are DVDs on here. I see one cover with Tommy Dreamer and Booker T, for instance. It
that
looks
was
like
the show I was at.
It looks like just WWE covers done really poorly in comparison. Not that they're horrible, they're just not WWE quality. But yeah, that's fantastic. Hey, did you catch up with this Bruno article there, LB?
Yeah, actually, I've been skimming it, and there's some really cool stuff in here. But the most intimidating is, you'll see. Bruno Sammartino, Pittsburgh local. He's being on visiting his the village in Italy where he grew up, and the name of the village, let's see if I can do this right, is Piso Ferrato. That sounds good enough. He's being honored for being awesome, and I'm learning some very interesting things. When he was young, they hid in the hills near his village from the Nazis for 14 months. They survived on snow and dandelions, almost died of starvation and rheumatic fever. Later on, Bruno was so small he became the target of bullies in school, so he began lifting weights. with quote 2 olive oil cans filled with concrete and tied to a broomstick.
Jeez.
And he got eventually got huge. He was the champion of the world when wrestling was wrestling. Quotes somebody who I think might be honoring him. Yeah, no, Rico Lorenzini, who owns Rico's in Ross here in Pittsburgh, where Bruno Sammartino likes to eat. Lorenzini goes on to say, when he was on television, my father wouldn't leave the house if you gave him $1 million. Yeah, it's good for Bruno Sammartino, local Pittsburgh, making good on being awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that I've seen him pop up on QED specials, especially when they're talking about neighborhoods like Bloomfield. I think they had the Italy days one year they were filming.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
I was just there last weekend.
There you go. And I guess he comes out some years and he's in the parade and signs autographs. I don't know if he's doing it as much these days. But I don't know where I was reading up on Bruno Sammartino. I know there's a documentary that's going around. I don't know if I had a chance to watch that or I read some other kind of biography on him. Yeah, he's a product of like escaping like Nazi Europe and like barely made alive by the skin of his teeth. He's one of those, of course, Pittsburgh's really known for the immigration stories. We have Slovakian neighbors, Polish hills, a really diverse, mostly Eastern European kind of setup around here. That dates back, ages, in city time. And he's one of those stories. And it's really cool that one of the most, prolific wrestling champions, from the history is from right over there. So yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. Real cool.
Yeah, lives in the North Hills.
Lives in the North Hills, yeah. We're in the South Hills. Yeah. You're nowhere near us.
No, I'm in Irwin.
You're out there. You're out there by the turnpike, sir. So let's see what else we got here. I actually lost my news here for a second. Okay, John Gonzalez, we already talked about. Anything else you guys want to bring up about Raw or SmackDown? I know something really important happened on SmackDown. Did not get a chance to see it myself, but for those that did.
Sword. Of course something important happened on SmackDown.
What's that, sir?
Oh, yes! My Undertaker has returned!
That was cool.
I was waiting for the really bad Paul Bearer impression of the week.
That was awesome.
There you go. He's back supporting Kane, I believe. I don't know. I got halfway through SmackDown today, and all I saw.
He's not supporting Kane.
He's not. I didn't see what happened. What happened?
No. He's not supporting Kane. Kane was scared shitless to Paul Bearer showed up.
I thought I saw him wearing a red tie. Was the thing when in the picture I saw? He's not wearing the red thing here going on?
Well, no, but he's not there to support Kane.
Okay.
Kane was talking and saying that he wanted to end The Undertaker's legacy where Kane's began, which is kind of funny in the Hell in the Cell. Mm-hmm. And then Taker's music hit.
Mm-hmm.
And basically a red casket got wheeled down by the Druids. I love that the Druids have their own theme music now.
Mm-hmm.
And the casket opened up, Paul Bearer popped out, then the gong hit, the lights went out, and Taker showed up behind Kane, showing that he has some of his powers back.
That's awesome.
Kane,
I'm probably
like, no.
I'm probably going to be watching that the rest of that tonight while I'm editing the show. Then that's fantastic. I mean, I remember the first time when Taker first came back after the biker gimmick as Deadman, when you heard the "oh yes" at the beginning of his entrance,
that was
nobody.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
That was
at WrestleMania.
Yeah, at WrestleMania. That was fantastic. I was just throwing a Paul Bearer there.
I got chills. That was great.
Oh yes. I mean, I think we were in. I think we were watching at Chad the Shad's place up at the dorms for AIP, and the whole room just exploded for this one.
Dude, Madison Square Garden exploded.
Oh yeah.
When he opened the urn and the light came out, and you just heard "oh yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
That was the greatest, best kept secret in wrestling at that point. Because nobody knew he was going to be showing up. It didn't show up anywhere on the dirt sheets. It was a complete surprise, and that's one point where I think these sheets kind of mess with things because it takes that mystique away that anything can happen, Not to mention the very shallow writing these days. But Juggalo John mentioned a good point, because we should talk about this. This week is the move to Sci-Fi, so we can declare My Network TV dead as a network, because we'll have nothing but reruns now that SmackDown's
It wasn't
gonna be
even
gone.
really a network.
Yeah, it was hardly a network. Let's see, reruns of NCIS and what was the other one? Some other canceled show, in like a horrible Twilight Zone with
Everybody Loves Chris.
Everybody Loves Chris reruns. I can't believe that made it to syndication. But the sci-fi finishing moves, the TV spots that Juggalo John mentions, man, those are awesome. Those are some good promo work. They did a lot of fun stuff with that. Hopefully that doesn't mean the return of the SmackDown zombie now. But I think they're gonna have a lot of fun with it, and obviously they're pushing the Undertaker stuff to go along with the sci-fi theme, and I think that fits. It works. We're used to there not being having a wrestling show on that channel, and I think it'll be good for them. They'll probably get more exposure than what My Network does, and maybe we'll start caring about SmackDown again.
Question: Do we think they're gonna have a new set for the new network?
I hope so. No, you know what? No, because they're doing the whole Uniset thing right now.
Yeah, but they
you're
can
right
make something
now.
different about
Well,
stuff.
yeah, they can do something graphically different up there. They'll probably have a new logo and everything. Because didn't we have the 10 logo going on, like the big X and everything this season? So they're going to change that. It's going to be a new style.
I wouldn't mind
expect
seeing
that.
Return of the Fist.
No, I hate the Fist. The Fist was the stupidest thing that they've ever done. It's a horrible set piece. It looks cheesy. It looks bad. It's like, come on.
I want the Fist to come back so I can jump off it in video games again.
Yeah, it was cool when you could go up and run on it and fight on the top of the Fist. But other than that, it's a video game thing. So, yeah.
Well, fine. Then. I guess I'm the only one.
You're the only
who likes
Fist supporter. WrestleFan is very bored with the Fist talk. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Everybody's... There you go. All right. I put in. Kobe is like off to the side doing something. What's going on there, buddy?
No, I have my main screen here, and I have my laptop over here, where I run the chat and everything like that. So.
Oh, I see. You're multitasking.
I was looking at the other screen, the one with the chat on it. I'm multitasking.
All right. Anything else we want to come up real quick before you wrap here, guys?
Well, Sword. WrestleFan has figured out who they are.
Oh, yes. What is going on with they? What is the story? What is the story on they?
Well, the fact of the matter is the fact of how Abyss has Janice, is my point, and he recently introduced Bob, I believe.
Okay,
is the name of the brand. Yeah.
Before you get into it, WrestleFan, I was looking at the brand again this week because I watched Impact, and I was, if you look at the brand, when Abyss holds it up to the screen, it says 10, 10, 10. So if you're actually using that to brand someone, it's gonna come out 010101.
Nice.
Just thought I'd point that out. Continue.
But yeah, now he has Bob and Janice, and I went to the Wikipedia for Panda Energy. They have a president named Robert and a vice president named Janice.
No shit.
Fuck TNA.
And those are taking over TNA.
That's awesome.
Now,
that's awesome.
Where did you find this? I am so looking for this.
Now, WrestleFan, after you told me this, I was starting to think of that a little bit more, and I think you might be mistaken. I think you're thinking of the wrong Bob and Janice.
Oh, really?
I think they is Bob Barker and Janice Dickinson from Price is Right.
Janice Dickinson.
Because if you think about
That'd be
it,
excellent. I could see that.
More recently, TNA has done little game show things. They had the boxes with the Knockouts titles. They've had Chelsea using a credit card on a shopping spree
Oh my God.
for the London Brawling. I'm telling you, it's Bob Barker. And if you notice, every TNA episode opens up with someone telling someone else to come on down to the ring.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
It's
you know
Bob
what?
Barker.
It is right here. I'm checking it myself. It says right here on the Wikipedia page. Ready to go. Robert Carter, founder, and Janice Carter. Wait, so they're all family. So we're gonna have Todd at some point. And by the way, I also want to point out the shitty website they have for this company. For a multinational energy company like this, it's under construction. I think it's been under construction since '96 by the looks of things. What the hell is this?
That looks like my blog.
It looks. It doesn't even look. Oh wait, copyright 2006 Panda Energy. Okay. Wow. Obviously, they don't have enough money to hire a web designer because they've been funding TNA and Sting's bankroll. But anyways, that's Hell in a Cell is this weekend. Somebody's not going to bleed in a cage.
There's one more thing we need to talk about from Raw.
Oh jeez. Okay. Going into it.
Edge assaulted the GM.
Oh, destruction of a laptop. I noticed it wasn't a MacBook this week.
Well, did anyone see what Joey Styles tweeted?
No, I didn't see.
Joey Styles tweeted that, hold on, actually, let me bring it up so I can quote word for word, stall for time.
Okay. Let's see, we're gonna have Hell in a Cell. How many cage matches do we have? Either way, nobody's gonna bleed, because we're PG and everything. So there's that.
Okay. I have the quote. A Mac made Edge bleed. Edge has apple juice.
All right. There you go. And anybody else want to just kill the whole idea? When they had the voice for the GM.
Did anyone?
Oh, the voice is Gladys. The new GM is Gladys. It's Gladys from the Portal games.
So in other words, if the GM gives someone a cake, we should all run in fear for our lives.
Dude, if they do that, because I mean, somebody writing this is a geek. Okay, I mean, using the Mac sound and all this stuff. Now that whole thing. Maybe they're on the Gladys tip. Maybe Edge. Maybe it tries to make up for Edge next week by making it a cake.
Well, the language the GM used was really interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't it tell Edge to, chill out, yo?
You know what? And didn't it really sound like it was just Michael Cole with the voice amplifier?
I don't know. I think it's going to be Triple H.
It's going to be Triple H.
I really don't want to think that,
Stephanie,
but I think it's going to be Triple H.
Or Stephanie, or the...
I think it's going to be Triple H, too.
Because if it was Michael Cole, they would have spoiled it already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all the weird crap going on in NXT, by the way, I got to see NXT for the most part that I could tolerate, and CM Punk was great on that. Them just running down that show because it is so horrible, and I can't believe that they're making a show so horrible by design like that. And just
it's WrestleLicious.
It's really is it? Maybe it is. It's their jab at WrestleLicious, which is funny because nobody's heard of them except for who listens to this show probably. Which is probably we get better ratings than WrestleLicious, to be honest. That's a shoot,
Sorry,
man.
that needs to be our tagline.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Better ratings than WrestleLicious. There you go. I think I just found a new title for tonight. But anyways, or the cake is a lie, or the edge is a lie. That'd be a good one too. Anyways, Hell in a Cell this weekend. We got Kane Taker. We got Sheamus, Randy Orton. I think Sheamus, Randy Orton is going to be your B-level Hell in a Cell in this one. Much like how Kane Undertaker was the last show. And it's really sad that they have to do that, to be honest. If really we're going to have a mediocre Hell in a Cell at that point, they did the same thing last year. So, look what they did with Mike Adamle. That's true. Do you guys have anything you're looking forward to for this show?
Wait, what was the mediocre Hell in the Cell last year?
I remember just one being a subpar...
Punk and Taker?
Was it Punk and Taker?
Punk and Taker opened the show.
Because it opened the show for one thing, and it was like,
Orton and Cena.
and it was like the middle match for them.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a blow-off match like Hell in a Cell really should be for these guys. I think they're going to have the blow-off match for Kane and Taker. I think this is going to be the feud ender, and it makes sense, and it should be the main event. Is there another one? Is there only 2 this year?
I think as of now, there's only 2.
So, I mean, maybe they'll be adding one. I mean, I can't see them doing something with CM Punk and Big Show, you think?
I could see maybe Ziggler and Kofi.
Ziggler and Kofi and Hell in a Cell for an IC belt? I don't see them doing it. They don't have enough respect for that belt.
If you look at their story, if you look at their storyline, Hell in a Cell actually makes sense for them.
Okay.
Because they've done the thing where Ziggler got counted out. They had him get DQ'd. They had him get a pin after a slight distraction from Vicky. So the way to really cap off that feud is a Hell in a Cell.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that perhaps.
And it'd be
but
nice to give the Intercontinental title some exposure like that.
Yeah, before they join it with the U.S. title here shortly, I'm sure. I guess I could see that. You never know. You never know what they could do with it. But I don't know. I think it's if I might be in town for this one. If this is one being Hell in a Cell, I might be heading down the Fox and Hound to see. You know, because I think that might be worth the investment there to go see it. I didn't realize this. The pay-per-view prices rose to $45. Who's paying this?
I think it depends on your provider, because I don't think I pay that much for pay-per-views.
Okay, I mean, that's for the SD version, which is another $10 or $15. And I know that's kind of been all over the map since they started the SD stuff, or the HD stuff, from provider to provider. But still, you know, $40 was tough. You know, $30 was tough. You know. And I can't. No wonder the numbers are down. You know, I think you're just finding more and more people finding their Fox and Hound in the area, going to their Hooters, going to Buffalo Wild Wings to see these things. I don't know anybody buying pay-per-views these days. Do you guys? I mean, I really don't. Unless they got the party thing going on, and they have like at least 5 people chipping in. You know, it's not as bad. But I cannot see people buying these things for what they're getting. You know,
I'm actually going to a friend's house to watch the pay-per-view this weekend.
Well, there you go. You know, but you know, as back in the day, you know, I used to get pay-per-views with my dad. You know, I'd be like, "Hey, let's go catch some pay-per-view." I was like, "Yeah, okay." You know, and this is WCW's heyday. You know, they're charging $25-$30 for their pay-per-views. I think we saw it raised from $25 to $30 at that point. And it just, you don't get that anymore. You know, I couldn't see that happening for as often as they have them and everything. So, I don't know. Anyways, I think we need to wrap this up, guys. So let's learn, DJ Lunchbox. What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir.
I actually learned from wrestling this week that Bruno Sammartino is way more hardcore than I thought.
Excellent. Yeah, dude, that guy's been through some serious shit. Mad Mike, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that the T in Lance T. Storm stands for Thunder.
Wait, I didn't know there was a T in his name.
Oh, there was in his first match against Chris Jericho.
Oh.
It was Cowboy Chris Jericho versus Lance Thunder Storm.
That's fantastic.
And the other thing I learned, I'm not shilling just because I work with WWE.
Mm-hmm. Full disclaimer.
Buy this. I've only seen the first disc.
The Chris Jericho
and I'm
DVD.
saying yes. Buy it. The Chris Jericho DVD. I forgot we had audio listeners. The Chris Jericho DVD. Buy it. You will not be disappointed. If you're disappointed, you can contact me and I won't give you a refund. I'll just call you an idiot.
Excellent. Let's see. Anything in the chat room? No. Moving on. All right. And I don't know. WrestleFan is.
Hey, Sorgatron, what'd you learn this week?
I learned a few things. I learned it's pretty amazing and handy to know your own theme song when you're an independent wrestler. I learned about Joe Dabrowski's love for girls in cars, amongst other fun facts. Also, Some people actually get paid for podcasting. Did you know that? And speaking of which,
madness.
Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling is fantastic. Okay, again, we saw the call last week. I had time. I've been like plugging this thing like all week. It's been fantastic. It's wrestlers talking to wrestlers is his idea, and it's basically him having a conversation with his buddies that he wrestles with. Christopher Daniels, Sean Daivari, CM Punk's on there. It's about
friend of the show, Sean Daivari.
Exactly. He's only about, I think the 9th episode just came up. It's fantastic. I've listened to like at least 4 of them. I'm trying to figure out who else was on there. Let me see if I can bring it up here. His website's kind of shoddy, to be honest. I think it's WeLoveColt.com. There it is. The Art of Wrestling right there. And he loves that old Scotty Goldman picture because he uses it everywhere and gets repurposed. Look, even like painted an ROH logo on him and the Art of Wrestling as opposed to, what was it? Shaking It with Scotty or something like that. Let's see if we can get his. You can subscribe on iTunes. Let's see if it comes up here. I need to close this because it auto-loads the show, which is really annoying because it does it 5 minutes after you've had it open. It scares the shit out of you. Also, I was looking at this. The live pay-per-views online, still $45. Are you fucking kidding me? It's $15 for a Ring of Honor one, although the quality is suspect if you think about it. Colin Delaney this week, Tyler Black, he talked to the weekend of the last ROH pay-per-view. Who else has he got? CM Punk, Bull Payne, Christopher Daniels, Adam Pearce. Really good stuff. Really, really fun show.
He was allowed to have CM Punk on there?
Yeah, he's actually been on there a couple of times. So I don't know.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's just completely under the radar that they're not doing it. You know.
Oh, and Riz learned that next time he'll have to say hi to Sorg.
Yeah, you say hi, because I'm perched. I was busy all night, sir, or I would have sought you out. You say hi to the Sorg. You know, I saw you go sit down late in that first match. And yeah, I know where you've been, you know.
He's been hiding his kids, hiding his wife.
Juggalo John, not wrestling, but this week I learned Demi Lovato is metal. I have no idea that reference. No idea what's going on there. Yeah, other than that, hey, that's all we got, guys. It's been the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's been a blast. Thank you, Mad Mike. Thank you, DJ Lunchbox. Not your real name that I was going to say. Thanks you, WrestleFan, who disappeared into the ether, wherever that is. We're working on stuff. We're working on, obviously, if you try to join us live, at the live.wrestlingmayhemshow.com, live.sorgatronmedia.com. We're working on a new central place with the chat room and everything that's separate from the Ustream page. We're trying to centralize it on our site so you don't have to go anywhere. And we can have a little bit more control to make the experience better for you guys. Obviously, if you joined us live, we had a little bit of problem with what we were going to use, and it got all weird right there before the awesome cast. But yeah, please join us live 8 p.m. every Tuesday Eastern. Join us on the Facebook page, the Twitter's at Mayhem Show. Oh wait, there's everything's right here at this.com, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, at Mayhem Show on Twitter, of course. Please email us any thoughts from the show, anything you have any feedback on, of stuff we talked about, stuff you want us to talk about for the show, your thoughts. Who do you want us to interview? Does your mom want to be on the show? We're looking for guests. Did you say intern?
Intern. I said good times.
Oh, okay. And you can do the same thing over at 412-206-WMS0. We love hearing from you, especially you wrestlers. That's been pretty fun lately.
Call when you're drunk.
Yes, put the drunk dial line right next to your mom. And of course, please, as always, like we mentioned, check out audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Support the show. Click on that. Click on the back blaze button over there. And in general, tell your friends about us. Seriously, just hey, you're a wrestling fan. Go check this out. You know, whether you dig us, I say whether you dig us or not. If you're digging us, please spread the love. We really appreciate it. We really want to grow this Mayhem Nation, and we're looking to try to get the tools together for you guys to do that. Also in the Pittsburgh area, we're looking for venues that might be interested in allowing us to do our thing live. We had some success with the Awesome Cast last week at PodCamp Pittsburgh, and it's really got us thinking about doing some stuff. So maybe we'll try to do something like that. Or maybe we'll go up to New York City one of these weekends and do something.
Hey, Sorg,
Yeah.
we could do a live show during 10.
That was a cool cabana. Who knows? We're really seeking that out. We're going to be doing something special for our Awesome Cast this weekend. Also, programming note, we will not be here on Tuesday, October 5th, I think it is.
Next week.
That's next week. If you guys want to show up at the chat room and have a thing, that's fine. But we are going to try to record our shows this Saturday, the 2nd. So you'll have an early dose of your Wrestling Mayhem show. But just wait till Wednesday morning and download it like you usually do. That'll be fine. It was like nothing ever changed.
Except we won't be talking about the pay-per-view or the Raw.
No. I think we will just sit here and pretend we know the results.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Yeah,
we should
that's
do
a good
that,
idea.
Sorg.
We're trying to figure out something special there when we're going to have it. Of course, because of our other plans, we have to kind of figure around that. So stay tuned for that information. We'll be working on that. If you got any ideas, let us know. And we'll talk about that. So hey guys, thanks a lot. Wrestling Mayhem Show 238. DJ Lunchbox, thank you very much. You're at thoughtfulriot.com at DJ Lunchbox.
That's correct.
Mad Mike,
That's correct. Those are both accurate and correct, yes.
At Mad Mike 4886.
4883.
Oh, I was right the first time.
Don't make me younger than I am.
And of course, Mad Mike, we are expecting to join you. We'll have plenty of. You'll watch our Twitters. You'll be hearing from us.
Oh, the Twitter and everything will be blowing up that
That's
weekend.
right.
I just have a
That's
funny
right.
feeling.
The plan is it's going to be myself, wife of the show, and Chachi joining up in New York City, checking out some Comic-Con, checking out some sites and everything. It's always a good time when we go up there, of course, just as long as you keep us the fuck away from the bed bugs, Mad Mike. We won't want to be Jeremy Borashed.
I will fumigate the place now, Sorg.
Fantastic. That's it. Wrestling Mayhem Show. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Please subscribe to our iTunes streams and blog at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Email us at goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com or call us with any comments at 412-206-WMS0. We love to hear from our fans, and who knows, maybe you'll make it onto the show.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show was recorded live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a live internet audience, and is a production of Sorgatron Media.
You can be part of the show as we record live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on TalkShoe.com and Eastern.tv.